Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We're doing our first ever tie over class today. We hope that you enjoy it. So first we're going to start with the Pop It makeup remover wipe, and Bree's going to remove all of the makeup that she previously had on for the day. So it just comes in a little pod like this. You press down in the middle for those of you who haven't used them, and they just come up and it soaks up all of the cleanser, I guess. And then you unroll it and it becomes a wipe to use on your face. So Bree's gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show you.
Okay, now that Bree has a nice fresh face, she got all of her makeup removed, we're gonna go ahead and start. And this is for you people out there that have dark circles like I do. We're going to use our Cheek in a Stick in the shade Sexy Hot Flash. And we're actually gonna apply this right underneath her eyes. So look up. The red is going to cancel out the darkness when we put her foundation and primer over it. Just like that.
I look great.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on with foundation. As of right now, Tyra does not have her foundation out, but it is coming hopefully soon this year. So we're going to go ahead with Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte Poreless. It's one that I use sometimes. Sometimes I switch up my foundation. So I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand. And today I'm going to be using a beauty blender to apply that. And I'm actually not going to put this on the red under her eyes. I'm going to put concealer on top of that. This is so weird. Sorry, putting foundation on someone else, I feel like. Around your mouth. Now that we've applied the foundation, we're going to go ahead with the concealer. And this is actually my favorite drugstore concealer. It's Maybelline Master Conceal. And I think that it's pretty amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this. And I'm using this on her because she doesn't really care. But you might want to use a sponge or something to apply it if you're doing it to someone else. And I'm just doing triangles. That blends out really well. And I'm going to tap. And you can really blend it however you want depending on your face shape. With Bree, I'm going to go all the way back to the temple and come back in by the nose. Okay, now we're going to continue with Sculpt in a Stick, and I'm actually going to use the shades Light and Deep today. So first I'm going to take the light, and you really want to go from the tip of your ear down diagonal toward the corner of your mouth, but not too far, only about halfway. So I'm going to put the the light, and I'm also going to put the light around the forehead. Okay, and then I'm also going to take the light around the bottom of her chin. And then I use the deep. This is just me personally. You can really use whichever one you'd like. But I take the deep and just put it right in the back bottom just to kind of make it a little darker. All right. Okay, first I'm going to blend with my fingers. The makeup was made so it's really easy to blend, either using a brush, your fingers, or a beauty blender. You never want to blend down either because you want to have that line of definition, but you want to blend up and out. See how it's blending? It actually looks a little darker on the camera than it does in person, I feel like. Do you think it does?
Looks good. Let me once you get everything on.
All right, now that I've blended that, I'm going to go ahead and do her nose. I'm going to put 2 lines on the side. Then I also put some right about here. All right. And I always like to blend the nose with a beauty blender. I feel like it just makes it blend a little bit better. Okay, so now it's time for blush, and we have 3 different options. We have 2 cheek and a stick. One is called Peaches for Eaches, and it's a little lighter, brighter, summery shade. Then we have Sexy Hot Flash, which is what I used under the eyes. It's a darker. Then we also have like a little blush.
Mousse.
Like mousse, yes. I couldn't think of the word. And this one is in the shade Staycation, and that's actually what we're going to be using today. So it comes like this, and it's a mousse. So you're just going to take it on your finger and put it right on the apples of your cheeks. And then you're going to blend up. All right, next we're going to do our Light in a Stick, which is our highlighter. And the shade is called Sensational City. It's the only shade we have right now. Looks like this. So we're going to apply it right on top of the blush on both sides. We're going to apply right on the bridge of the nose. And I also put it right in my Cupid's bow. And some also apply it down here. I personally don't, but you can. Then you're also going to blend that with your finger. And this is one I do actually like to blend without a brush or a sponge. Now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. Today we're going to be using Eyes in a Stick, and it actually comes in 6 colors. There's Bubbly for Breakfast, Sand Dollar Signs, Violet Me Speak, Tie Ties, Eyes Eyes, Once You Go Brown, and Bold. And today we're going to be using Bubbly for Breakfast. We do actually have another eyeshadow option. It's our Smize palette. It actually has some really nice colors, and the brush is angled, if I can get it out. And you can, it's really easy to apply, especially in the arch crease of your eye. But for this Bubbly for Breakfast, we're literally just going to take the stick and rub it on her eyelid. And with all of our eyes in the stick, you can make it as dark or light as you want. You can make it, lighter in some places, darker in others. And you're just going to rub it in. And this is actually the color that comes in our spring tie over, I believe. And this actually also lasts all day without creasing, which is nice. And now we're going to move on to the brows, which is a really popular thing right now that everyone is doing. So you're going to want a a brow brush, I guess. And then our Menage a Brow comes in 3 different shades, one for people who have more blonde or red hair, and then brunette, and then we have like a dark brown. So it actually has 2 sides. One side is a marker, so it just makes like for a straight, nice clean line. The other side has actually like 3 prong, if you can see it, and it actually makes like more hair-like strokes, if you can tell. So first we're going to brush the brows down. Then you're going to go in, and I always pretty much use the 3 side. You're going to add and then you just want to follow the hair. I know everyone does brows differently. This is just how I do it. And then once you've colored in, you just brush back up. All right. And you can kind of see the difference between one and the other. All right, guys, now we're going to move on to eyeliner. We have 2 different kinds. We have a stick eyeliner and we have a liquid liner. So with this liner, we have 2 sides, actually. One side is Catch the Man. It is a black shade. And then the other side is Meet the Parents, and it is actually like a nude color, which goes really well on your waterline. And then our liquid liner has a liner side, and I love it. It's like a marker, so you can just draw it on so easy. And then for those of you who aren't as well as winged liners like me, I'm very challenged at making winged eyeliner. There's an oops side. It's a corrector, so when you mess up, you can literally wash away your mistakes, and it's amazing. So first I'm going to go in with Meet the Parents, the nude liner, and I'm going to apply it right on her waterline. It really brightens up the eyes and makes them more open. Let's do the other side. All right, and there we go. That's it for that one. All right, I'm going to show you a little bit how the liquid liner works now before we apply it on Bree's eyes. So I'm just going to make like a little mark here on my hand. And then you just take the oops side and you can just wipe it off and then wipe away, and it's gone. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the top lid. If you want to hold the lid. I normally start in the corner of the eye. Some people start on the outside. Please also excuse my horrible fingernails. I just took all of my fake acrylic nails off. And then what I normally do is draw a line, hold it tighter, and draw a line from here going up diagonal. And then you just come down to the line and fill in between. actually need to come out a little bit more on you. Everyone's eyes are shaped differently. Okay.
Looks good. We have a little audience today, so don't mind the noises.
Now that we have applied the liquid eyeliner to both sides, we're going to go ahead and use our Super Smize eye highlighter. And I'm just going to put this in the corner of her eye to kind of brighten it up. And then let it out. And I also actually use this right on the bottom of your brow just to kind of highlight it, define it a little more. Alright. Okay, Bree is now going to go ahead and apply her mascara. Do you want to show them the tube? So there's our Tyra mascara and the wand. It has like a dual formula. It has black and blue in it, so it actually lengthens and volumizes at the same time. And she's going to go ahead and put it on without a mirror, just looking in the camera. There you go. If you want to look up so they can kind of see it better. Alright, and that is one coat. So I'm going to go ahead and let her do the other side and we'll be right back. And the last step we're going to do today is Brianna's lips. We're going to use our Makeout line in the shade Lomo and our new Smooches Silk lipstick in the shade Retire Your Husband.
That's my goal.
I'll go ahead and show you the shades, and this goes along with it. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to go ahead and line her lips, and I know some people like to overline their lips if you want to make your lips look a little bigger. I'm not going to do that today though. And then if you want, you can shade them in. Do you color yours in when you use this?
Mm-mm.
And you just apply the Smooches Silk right over top. And we have an audience today and they're making me really nervous looking at me. Okay, the last and final step that I think is very important to your makeup being long lasting and all day, which our makeup already does that, but this just extends it even longer, is to apply a setting spray. We did have a Tyra setting spray, but it's actually sold out and they have discontinued it. So one spray I recommend is the MAC Fix Plus. It actually seriously is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this like 8 to 10 inches away from her face and spray. And then you want to fan it off and let it dry while you're sitting there so that your makeup doesn't run. And there you go. That completes our look for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed our little video and our little class, and hopefully we'll do it again soon when we have new products.